Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Obiora Williams and this is Ochuko's diary. If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on this video. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you for coming back. I just want to say thank you for all the people that have viewed the first episode of my college tips. This is going to be the second episode and I'll be talking about relationships in college and how to just survive them in terms of friendship and dating advice. So I'm going to break the video into two parts. The first part is going to be dating advice because I think that's what everybody wants to know, and the second part is going to be like relationship advice. So let's get right into it. One, stay true to your values no matter what. If you're in a relationship with somebody, want to be in a relationship with somebody, or you're like banking on being in a relationship with somebody, stay true to your values. If your value is like you don't want to have sex before marriage, stay true to that no matter what. If that's not your value, maybe your value is you don't want to do certain things before certain times, just stay true to it, okay? So many people get pressured into doing things because everybody's doing it, or the crowd is doing it, and maybe your partner can even like pressure you to be like, oh, everybody's doing this stuff, oh, let's do it. So please stay true to your values. If you know it's something that even if somebody else is cool with it, you can't really do it, don't do it, okay? Communication is crucial in any relationship in life, even in like relationship with your family. Communication is very, very crucial. You have to communicate your emotions to people so that they'll be able to understand. Nobody is a magician. I don't know about in real life, but personally I'm not a magician and I cannot guess what you are thinking. So you have to like, although actions can help, but sometimes you have to speak out your mind. Like, I don't like this particular thing that's going on. I wish this thing is not happening like this. Please, can you change the way you're doing this thing? And it kind of helps you because that person is likely not to do that thing again. But if you don't speak about it, the person might even be like, okay, she's happy with me doing this stuff, and the person will continue doing it. So you have to speak on certain things. So we keep it low-key from the beginning. This is a tip that I wish a lot of people knew, because as somebody, maybe especially because most times when you come to university, the first person you're dating is usually like your coursemate. So try to keep it low-key, because if it's not low-key, everybody knows about it. What if you guys break up and everybody's just like, oh, everybody will know you guys broken up, because in the like from the instance you guys were very like so showy and showing it off and all that. So when you break up and you're no longer like that, people will know that you guys are broken up, and sometimes you just want your space, and people will not start asking you questions like, what happened, you're no longer with this person, blah 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 blah. So please try and keep it low key from the beginning. Try and keep it low-key. Set boundaries and respect each other's personal space. Like, it's almost the same thing with like staying true to your values. Set boundaries. Even in a relationship, you have to set boundaries. Even between a wife and a husband, they have like certain boundaries that everybody's setting. It creates a sense of peace for you, because that's like a boundary you cannot cross, okay? Even in terms of like respect, some people let their partners disrespect them a lot, and that just on the onset, letting somebody disrespect you, it will never go well for you. So try and set your boundaries, no matter how old you are in a relationship. In a relationship, everybody is considered to be equal. Even if your partner is like 10 years older than you, you guys are considered equal. You respect them, and you give me respect, I respect you, okay? So like you don't let your boundaries be non-existent and let them disrespect you. So you have to set your boundaries. Okay, number 5, balance your social life and your academics. That's balancing your relationship and your academic. Do not mix the two. Don't mix the two, okay? Sometimes people like someone like me, that's why I'm not too keen, okay? Because I'm not somebody that can balance things out very easily. It's very hard for me to balance things out. So I would say, if you can't do that, you can pause on it, okay? If you can't balance it out, just pause on it, because if you can't, you will suffer. Because God forbid, in a situation where maybe you guys break up and you're about to write an exam, it will affect you emotionally. When you're emotionally affected, it shows in like your performance in your education wise. Your results could literally go down because you're thinking about this thing and all that. So try and balance it out. 6, don't jump into relationships in your freshman year. This is something that a lot of people don't do. Jumping into relationships in your freshman year, it's very hard, especially when it's even like a course mate. It's so hard because First of all, a freshman year is the time you're supposed to like solidify relationships and solidify solidify like yourself as a student. And that's like one of the tricky years. You think it's easy until you start seeing your results and your whole grades are just dropping. And this is the time that it's supposed to even be the easiest, because the more you keep going, the more harder it gets. I'm saying it from experience. So if your freshman year is already like rocky, how is your 200 level going to be like? How is your penultimate year going to be like? How is your final year going to be like? So you have to like not put that in your mind. Like that shouldn't be your main focus, because although it works for some people, okay, I'm not like, it works for some people. Personally, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't have worked for me. So I didn't even bother, because I'm somebody that I just like to create a solid foundation first before I even start getting worky. So my 100 level and my 200 level were like the moment I had to create a good foundation for myself, and so I couldn't even be in that. 7, always get to know the person before doing anything with them. Get to know somebody before you do anything with them. Do not just be like an easy person to just get into something with. You don't even know the person you're getting. Oh, sorry. You don't even know the person you're getting into something with. You're just getting into something, and yeah, it's gonna be hard though. But once you've like established something first, like maybe a friendship or get to know that person, even it helps in terms of like what do you call it? It helps in terms of health wise, because knowing somebody can give you a sense of confidence in that person, that this person is not going to do something. Because imagine like, okay, you don't just know that person and you have something to do with that person, and later on you find out that this person is a very hook up kind of person, somebody that just sleeps with anybody that they see. That will not give you like a red flag, like, oh my god, what did I just do? Because that person is liable to have diseases from their lifestyle, and you were not able to know that lifestyle first before getting to do something with them. So it affects you, because now you have to come and start thinking, do I have a disease? Do I have something that I've gotten from this person? So I would say get to know somebody first. Like get to know somebody really well. It's your body. It's an intimate stuff, so you don't want to just rush into it. You have to get to know that person very, very well first. So 8, be open to new experiences. Okay, be open. Don't take it out of context. Be open to new experiences. I'm a very picky person. I won't lie. Even my friends say I'm a very picky person, but I'm always open to new experiences, because in this life, the more you get older, the more you realize that okay, you want to get married, and if you want to get married, you have to get to know people. Like you have to get to know people. You can't just sit down in your house and expect a husband to come and just fall into your laps or fall into your house and say, oh, I saw an apple, I want to pluck it and you know, all those addicts. But you have to be open to seeing, like open to meeting new people, open to seeing new people. And I think college is one of the best places to actually get to know people that will last long term, because after college now your age start going up. You know, the way they look at age in this place is like, oh, you're getting old, where's your husband and everything. So be open to getting to know people as well. It helps, because the more you know people, the more likely you are to know that person that is going to just be your person. And abstinence is key. Abstinence is key. I always say this, abstinence is key. I have my values, I have things that I have that's working for me. Abstinence is key. But if you cannot abstain, I would say be very careful, because a lot of things, apart from pregnancy, is like the least of your problems in this present age of time. Pregnancy is the least of your problems. Everybody will say, oh, you might get pregnant in school. Like, that's the least of your problems, because there's HIV, there's syphilis, there's gonorrhea, there's all these hepatitis and everything. There's all these things that you can actually get that are even worse than even just getting pregnant. Okay, so you just have to abstain, but if you cannot abstain, be very, very careful. Be very careful, because if it comes, and it's very hard to go. And if it's like pregnancy and you're not ready, pregnancy is something that it lasts a lifetime. Like you literally keep seeing that child grow up and all that. And if you're not ready, imagine if it's you, somebody just brought you to this world and they cannot take care of you. And I mean, it's bad. So be very, very careful, not just to bring a child into this world and you're not prepared for it. You're not even in the right mental state, and then your child keeps moving around from people. So try and abstain, but if you can't abstain, be very, very careful. Number 10, not all advices are good advices. This is something like even my advice, you might say it's not good and all that. And personally, if you're in a relationship with somebody, make sure that you understand that person and you talk your issues out. Don't always tell people like, this is what's happening in my relationship every time, okay? Because some advices can actually ruin whatever you have going on, you think it's good, and my dear, it has ruined it. What would have been an easy like talk between you and the person, and just maybe a little bit of time out, will turn to a full-fledged breakup because you were not able to just talk to that person directly. You have to go and meet another person, involve a third party and all that. So sometimes not like into the not advice, like not all advice are good advice. Not everything you hear from somebody you take into like your mind and start pondering over it. Okay, learn to have your own mind. People will be like advice. Everybody can advise you, my guy. Everybody has advice in their mouth, but not all are good. Some advice can literally ruin your life. It can literally ruin your life. So that's my number 10. Not all advices are good advices. So 1, be open to make friends by approaching people. So making friends, I'm very open to make friends. I talk to people a lot, because the one thing about me, I feel like not everybody is my friend, but I feel like sometimes you can actually benefit from people if you get to know them better. They may not really be your best friend, your friend. They may just be acquaintances and all that, but these are people that could help you in the long run, and you could help them in the long run, and you could help each other. Okay, so I'm very quick to make friends with people. 2, again, communication is key. Our communication is key. So number 2 is communication is key. Communication is key. I'm very open. I think I'm a very easy person to understand. I've always told my friends, if I have an issue with you, I will let you know. Like, so you have to know. I'll just be like, I don't like this, the way you said that, I don't like it. Why did you say it like that? And then you'd be like, I did not say it like that, I did not mean it like that, I'm so sorry if you're angry, or why would you think like that? And I'll just settle my mind immediately. I'm not somebody that likes to keep things overnight, because if I keep things overnight, I know I'm a very, if I let myself really be out, I'll be a very wicked person. So I'm not like trying to be wicked. I'll just tell myself that make sure that you settle this immediately. I do that for every single relationship, my like my sister, my mom, everybody. I just like to say my things, say my piece. So I'm like, okay, I don't like this thing you did, and you're like, okay, sorry, I did not mean it like that, I'm so sorry, and then we settle it. I don't like to keep things, because if you're keeping things, it keeps burdening you. Like, take an example, your friend did something today, maybe your friend angrily like drag your Bible. Maybe it's a fun joke to her. She took her bag and you're like offended, but you don't say anything. She does it again, you don't say anything. You just keep. But there's a day she will just do like the minuscule thing, like very small thing, and you just burst out, and then you start being accused of having anger issues because you were not able to say this thing in time. As a person, you're like, I don't like this thing you're doing. No, stop. I know you like her. I don't like her. It's not funny. That person will not do it again. But when you've not bottled it in your mind, and then you just like sparking, person will be like, what happened that you're so angry? And then you're not considered a very angry person. So try and communicate. 3, also know your limits with your friends. It's not everything. We are all different human beings. There are things my friends would want to do that I'm not really down for, and I'll tell them I'm not down for it. It's simple. I think just being able to speak your mind helps you a lot, honestly. There are things you can't do. No matter how bad you think it will make them feel, you should have a way of saying it to them, like, I don't really feel comfortable doing this, or I'm not going to be around to do it, and just tell them that you won't be, like, you will not be able to do it, okay? If they're doing this stuff you don't like, I don't want to be in this space, I'll move. So you don't know your limits, okay? Just don't try to overdo yourself because your friend wants you to overdo yourself. You're a human being, you should know your limits as a person. As an adult, you should already know your limits. Like, this is a line I will not cross, no matter how cool we are as friends. Because even as my sister, there are things that my sister want me to do, and I'll be like, I don't want to do it. So I should be able to tell my friend that I don't want to do this thing as well. Make time for your friends. This is something that causes a lot of. That's why I say, if it's personal with me, friendships and relationship is not really hard for me, because I think life is really easy. It's just human beings are complicated. Making time for your friends is something that should be like priority. Okay, as a person, I have 24 hours in a day, right? I have like 7 days in a week, and I'm a student. One day I'll be like a worker, one day I'll be a mom, one day I'll be a wife and everything. And fine, the more complex your life gets, the harder I know it to be like communicating with your friends and all that, but you should still be able to make time. Like that little time you have to just press your phone and watch TikTok. It's enough time for you to just call your friend and like, what's up, what's going on, babes, and make plans like, okay, I'll be free on the so day. Maybe as a mom, or even not even like as a college student now, something like in the future, like I'll be free so day. My children are going to their grandma's place. Why don't you just hang out? It's been so long, and then you make plans. It shows intention that you really want that friendship to work. And I'm somebody that I love long-lasting things. I don't like things that are just short period, short time. I like things that I can even tell my children that this is somebody that's been my friend since college. Like since my second year in college, since my first year in college, this is my best friend. And it just helps. Our children could also be friends, and it just helps life, you know. Having friends just helps you be happy. Be happy. So make time with your friends. Number 5, be a good listener. Some people are not good listeners in their friendship, and that just messes things up. Like imagine, I'm going to give you a scenario, like maybe the first time we are friends, me and you, we are friends, and then I'm telling you about my issues. I'm like, oh, this thing just happened today, and you're like, so this is what happened in my life. You just cut me off. The first time I will be like, okay, maybe she has things going on. The second time I'll start getting like, wow. But the third time I won't even bother telling you again. I'll just start keeping. And once you start keeping things to yourself, you have to find another person to tell. That's the truth. And then when you start telling another person, maybe like a third friend you had that you were not like as close to, maybe as your best friend, maybe you as my best friend, then I'll not start finding another person. It starts to reduce the time we spend together, because I'll not be like, oh, there's no need sharing my problem. If I cannot share my problems with you, are you my friend? And then I'll start moving to that next person, and before you know, we'll stop talking. So that just breaks your friendship. So being able to listen to your friends, if somebody comes to meet you, I have an issue. Even if you have an issue, you have to listen to that person first, because that person came first. Except when it's a situation where you are always having an issue and you're never like wondering about me, do I have an issue in my life? That's when I would say is a red flag, because it should be 50-50. You should have issues, I can also have issues, and you should be able to listen to me. But if it's like I'm always listening to you, you're never listening to me, that is bad. Okay, so we should both be good listeners. Okay, if you say your problem, I will say my problem. Sometimes you say your problem, I will just be able to solve it. Okay, so number 6, be supportive. Always trying to be supportive. If somebody gets any of my friends I have, if they get a new thing, like my friend told me a week ago that she got a new laptop. I have a bad laptop, but I was still very supportive, because I know that there's something she has always wanted, and I will always be I always say that I'm always going to be supportive of you, because I understand when my friend, like the things she has gone through in life and everything, and I know that this is just like a big deal for her, and she's happy to get that laptop. Even if mine is like not the best now, I will still be happy for her. So I think being supportive, it helps you. Being happy for other people helps you too, because it just gives you that sense of peace as well. Like you're not trying to compete with anybody, you just are genuinely happy for that person regardless of whatever is going on in your life. So please try and be supportive. Even as human beings, forget friendship, be supportive of other people no matter what. Respect boundaries. Yes, respect boundaries. Respect people's boundaries. If your friend tells you stop, stop. No matter what, no matter if maybe you really want to do that stuff, stop. People, and also understand people's moods at different times. There are things that you do to your friend when they're happy and they're like smiling, but when you're doing that thing to them when they're not happy, they're not smiling. So be able to understand when people are not happy and just respect their boundaries. It helps in life. Number 8, celebrate each other's successes. Like what I said, being supportive, celebrate their successes and their failures. If your friend is successful, celebrate. If it's failure wise, like they were able to do something, also be able to support them in that. Number 9, be reliable and follow through with your commitments. We have a girl, I think I'm also going to do a vlog of that. We have a girls game night coming up soon, right? So this game night is something that we've been planning for like 2 weeks now and all that. Just like a fun night, we just talk and play games and all that. And recently I didn't want to do this game because my house is going to be the house where we use, and I did not want to do it. At some point I was like, oh god, I have to start cleaning and everything. But at the same time I realized that I made a commitment to host the game night, so I have to come through with that. Okay, I can't say because I don't want to do it again, I just make up a lie and all that. I wanted to do that, but I was like, no, I have to be reliable. I have to be a reliable person. I've already made that commitment to want to do this stuff, so I have to come through with it. So you have to be reliable. Even in life, be reliable. Do not be a liar that, because there's a point you reach is people will not care again what you're saying. They'll be like, that's why should always lie. Also, be reliable. 10. Have fun together and create long-lasting memories. Like this game night we're having is something we've had before, and we were able to still talk about it for like a long time, and it's just fun. You have somewhere you are going, you have money to spend for everybody. Come, let's go out, or initiate the place and be like, I have this place that we can go out to. Let's see if when we have money so that all of us can go together, or even something that is not so expensive for everybody to do. It can be a little bit of just like, let's just come together. Let's come to do a movie night and just buy popcorn and have fun in somebody else's house. So it's just have fun together. That creates memories. Something you can talk about to your children. Like, there was this thing we used to do when we were in college and all that. So yes, have fun together. And like number 11 is the most important point. Do not be afraid to walk out of friendships when it doesn't benefit you anymore. Oh, benefit you is like. Number 11, do not be afraid to walk out of friendships. Okay? See, my dear, just like I said in relationships, do not be afraid. Sometimes, I think it goes both ways, both in like dating relationship and like friendships. Do not be afraid to walk out. Sometimes things don't benefit you, and you can't kill yourself for it. Do not be afraid to walk out. Okay? You've seen that this thing we have, it's still not getting better. We're still in the same position. You are still annoying me, and you're not taking accountability for what you're doing. Walk out of that friendship. It helps everybody. It helps everybody. Okay, tell the person your mind first. Don't just ghost that person anyways, but tell the person your mind and be very quick to walk out, because keeping just forcing yourself to be in something makes you more depressed and annoyed. Like you just keep getting more annoyed and you can't really do anything about it. So just be quick to just tell them, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore, and walk out of the relationship. So these are my tips and tricks for college, and this is episode 2 of my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stayed to the very end. If you did, please subscribe, like, comment and share the video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.